What's up, movie lovers? It is Jay Spice Films and Food here, and today I want to get this video out here real quick, just before the news was too late, and I'm actually going to get up a little bit closer. I wanted you guys to see the logo, but you got to hear the mic. And let's move that on screen a little bit, just so that you remember that I do have a mic. Um, we're in like a little horror renaissance right now when it comes to franchises, right? There's the new Halloween movies. Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends are coming out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is gonna have a new movie. In Scream and No Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, as of now. But as you guys know, my favorite horror franchise. I mean, it could change, but it's the one that got me into horror. Final Destination. All the movies. I've been patiently waiting for a new movie, and last year in January, it was announced that the writers of a couple of the Saw sequels, Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan, are going to write the script. And there's a new interview with the creator of the franchise, Jeffrey Reddick, and producer Craig Perry. And I'm getting this from Bloody Disgusting. I went with them because they're the ones that I learned this from first. So Reddick said, quote, I think reboot is probably too strong of a word. It makes it sound like they're going to change everything, but it's definitely a Final Destination movie, obviously. I mean, they're all kind of reboots because besides part two having clear from the first movie a return, it's always new characters. So every movie's kind of like a reboot of the past one, but they all take place in the same universe. So that was dumb. It's just a reboot because it's getting revitalized and it's coming back. Uh, and he also says Craig is the master of coming up with crazy openings and set pieces. He's told me a couple of things that happened in this one, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to feel like cash grab Final Destination films, so that's awesome. I don't want any more movies that feel like four. Four is awful. It's one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen, but it's also very watchable for some reason. And here is where it gets really interesting because it's like, okay, cool. They're gonna have a lot of good death scenes, obviously, and like the opening premonition. Of course, that's gonna be good. Or part four. Of course, it's gonna be interesting. But this is where it's really good. Craig Perry says we're toying with having it take place in the world of first responders, EMTs, firemen, and police, and these people deal with death on the front lines every day and make choices that can cause people to live or die. Now that sounds fascinating. For Final Destination, a series that is all about death and choices on who to save and like how everybody's gonna live, that definitely works really well with police officers and firemen and EMTs. And I believe there was one more quote, and they said it was from Digital Spy. So I'm gonna go onto the Digital Spy article because there's at least one more quote. Oh yeah, here it is. Craig Perry teased one of the deaths and said, "quote I don't think anybody will look at a revolving door in the same way again." Look at that. They've already ruined dentist office, tanning beds, weight rooms, showers, so much stuff is they've played with, and that's why Final Destination is one of my favorite horror franchises because it can't get stale from revealing too much mythology because at its core, it's focused on suspense and creative deaths. That's all that the series is about. Now, I do hope with the new movie they expand a bit. I don't want them to explain where the premonitions are coming from, but I want them to have more unique scenarios with the deaths and like who's having the visions and the characters. And it's already going to be different if it's first responders because then it's not teenagers, which is awesome. We finally have a Final Destination movie that's not teenagers or college students. Or they said they're toying with the idea, so it's not confirmed, but still, that's awesome. And if this is what they go with, I'm very excited about that. Like maybe they can have more than one person have a vision, like maybe a firefighter and a cop and a paramedic has a vision. Maybe three is a bit too much. Maybe two of them. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Or like, uh, I don't know. We still need a cruise ship disaster. Maybe they can have that. Uh, like a building collapse or something from a fire, and a firefighter can have a vision, just stuff like that. And I'm not gonna make this video longer than it needs to be. That's it. So that's the news, that the movie's in development. Obviously, it's possibly going to revolve around firefighters, police, and EMT, and there's a revolving door kill. So that sounds awesome. Or maybe it's actually like one of the ones where you think they're gonna die from that, and then something else. I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for this because Final Destination is my. I still don't feel like saying it's my favorite horror franchise. It's the one that got me into horror, and it will always stick with me. I read a thing yesterday. They said it's like the Fast and Furious of horror, and I completely agree with that. And yeah, so let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this news, and if you're as excited as I am. And how about this? This will make a fun question. What would be a really cool kill, or what would be your idea for a death scene in Final Destination, or like the opening disaster? How about you let me know that? But for now, this is Jay Spice Films and Food. I'm saying bye. Bye.